Tell me, General, where's the hotline?
Which one?
The one to Russia.
The red hot line, sir.
That's in Downing Street.
So in an emergency, I can get straight through to the Soviet president?
Theoretically, yes.
Theoretically?
That's what we tell journalists. In fact, we did once get through to the Kremlin, but only to a switchboard operator.
Couldn't the operator put you through?
We never found out. Didn't seem to speak much English.
How often is it tested?
Well, they try not to test it too often. It tends to create unnecessary panic at the other end. And panic is always a good thing to avoid where nuclear weapons are concerned, don't you think?
Yes.
Now, this is it.
Ah, good. What is it?
The trigger, Prime Minister.
The trigger?
The nuclear trigger, the button.
What, this?
Indirectly, yes. This is the telex communication with HMS Northwood. You would send a coded signal, and the telex operator, Northwood, would send an authentication signal.
So he knows it's from you see?
And when the instruction's been authenticated and the target indication made, Northwood would send a command to one of our Polaris submarines, and they'd press the button.
Just like that?
Just like that.
When I say so?
When you say so.
Wouldn't anybody argue with me?
Serving officers obey orders without question.
Well, what if I have to get drunk?
On the whole, it would be safer if you didn't. Well, it's your job and you wanted it, Prime Minister.
Supposing I were to go off my rocker?
I think the Cabinet might notice.
Count on it. No, seriously, I mean, supposing I did and then changed my mind.
Well, that's all right. No one would ever know, would they?
How many bombs are there?
4 Polaris submarines, 16 missiles in each, 3 warheads per missile.
But how many actual bombs?
Oh, 192.
Each one at least 5 times the power of the Hiroshima bomb.
I know what you're thinking. Not very many.
What I suppose enough.
Not with 1,200 Soviet missiles trained on Britain waiting to retaliate instantly.
1,200? Still, Britain's always fought against the odds, haven't we? The Armada, Battle of Britain.
Yes, and of course, we have a great deal more firepower at our disposal when we get tried.
In the meantime, thank goodness for conventional forces.
Prime Minister, our conventional forces would hold the Russians for, at most, 72 hours.
Is that all? Mm-hmm. So, in the event of an emergency, I would have to make an instant decision.
Oh, no. You probably have 12 hours.
12 hours? Shouldn't we do something about this?
We should. For 20 years, our politicians have told us they can't afford the conventional forces to do the job.
Conventional forces are terribly expensive, Prime Minister. Much cheaper just to press a button.
So, how long should we allow for this meeting?
72 hours.
Fine. It's only the New Zealand High Commissioner. Isn't 72 hours a bit generous?
I was just thinking how long we could hold the Russians. Still, if we could persuade the Americans to strengthen their conventional forces...
I don't think it'll make much difference.
Oh?
Well, apparently, the American troops in Germany are all so drug-ridden they don't know which side they're on anyway. And during the last NATO exercises, the US troops dispersed and picnicked in the woods with lady soldiers.
What about the other NATO armies?
Oh, they're all right. On weekdays, anyway.
Weekdays?
Yes, the Dutch, Danish, and Belgian armies go home for the weekend.
So, on the whole, if the Russians are going to invade, we'd prefer them to do it between Mondays and Fridays. Is this widely known?
Well, if I know it, I'm sure the Russians do. The Kremlin usually gets NATO defense information before it filters through to us at number 10.
So it comes back to Trident?
When it comes.
When it comes.
If it works.
If it works.